You can switch off the camera.
Nidhi, you can switch the camera off. Namaste, students. Welcome once again to the 12th session of Sharda Lipi class. So before we begin, I would like to share with you all that we have been having this talk series regarding Sharda Lipi. From last Sunday onwards, we have been having this. Today is the concluding session, and we would like you all to join us on Facebook Live through our Core Sharda team page. So basically, what this talk series is about: the importance of Sharda Lipi, how this should be again brought into the mainstream and made our course script for Kashmiri language, which we have been trying very hard for. And we want all of you all students, everyone's support to to run this campaign, to help us through. And please join us today for the concluding session. We have some speakers with us who will let us know more about their experience and why Sharda Lipi is important, and how to keep it alive and how to get into the mainstream. So please join us there at 5 p.m. It's going to start at 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And before Nidhi ji takes the corrections, I would just recite the Panchastavi. जातोऽप्यलपपरीक्षिदेक्षितिभुजां सामान्यमात्रे कुले निशेषावनिचक्रवर्तिपदवीं लब्ध्वा प्रतापोन्नतः यद्विद्याधरवृन्दवन्दितपदा श्रीवत्सराजो अभवत्। देवी त्वच्चरणाम्बुज प्रणतिजा सोऽयं प्रसादो दया। Born of a very humble family of a Kshatriyas with a modest pedigree, it was by virtue of the favor earned through bowing at thy lotus feet that Srivatsaraja rose to the emperorship of the whole earth and won such surpassing glory that crowds of demigods offered worship to its feet. Now I'll give it to Nidhi ji. She will take. Yes.
Namaskar, everyone. Veronica ji, your screen wasn't visible. If you could just show that shloka just once.
Okay. Is it now?
No, I can't see.
I've shared my screen. I don't know. It's showing me sharing. Can anyone confirm from the students if you are able to see this?
I have, one of the students also said, raised the same question, can't see. Nobody can see.
Okay.
Two of them have confirmed.
Okay, is it showing now?
Yeah, now it is showing, yes.
Now it is okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So you can take the corrections now.
Yes.
Nidhi.
Okay. I'll just take the screen rights 1 minute. Good morning, everyone. This is Nidhi here. So I'll just take up the corrections for the last week. Just give me 1 minute while I present my screen. Just bear with me for a just 1 minute. I'm just trying to project my
No problem.
screen.
Till then, what I'll do is I'll just share the screen so that they can have a look at the shloka.
Yeah, you can just keep the shlok on. I'm just trying to open the screen.
But you'll have to give me the
Oh,
right.
1 minute.
Yes, students, as Veronica ji has already told about our week-long session, what we were doing. This was, we were live every day, 5 p.m. on India time. And there are a lot of old videos also. Yesterday, in fact, we had a lot of small kids, almost 30-40 kids who were writing Sharda Lipi. That was wonderful. We will share that also on our Facebook page. And we are also trying to upload them on YouTube. Definitely, we need everybody's support here for whatever we are doing. I think the mission is that whosoever learns Sharda, I think they will have to take it further. They will have to teach this Lipi to whomsoever they can at their own levels. Yes, we are able to see you, Nidhi ji.
Okay, I'll just pick some. Okay, I'll just pick some random. This is the assignment. 1 minute, I'll just check. So this is Abhaji's assignment. So I have marked some corrections here. I may not be able to draw on the assignment. Just 1 minute. I'll discuss the assignments. Would that be okay with the corrections here, or do you want? I'll draw it later. Whatever I have to, some common mistakes that I have to discuss. I'll just discuss it according to the corrections done, and in case I have to draw something, no, those generally are common mistakes. I'll draw it once I finished discussing the assignments. So
Yes.
first correction here is Vistar. So here that just under sir, this is made full, whereas you have to just merge the upper part of the sir along of the along with sir. So you just see the bottom curve of here. So in case of Vistar, that's the correction that I have pointed out. Then in case of there's another word brush. So brush, as you see that you made, there's a u made, whereas ra matra is, as we had discussed in the last class, ra when drawing along with the letter, it's the slight slanting letter on the right. So that's one correction. Similarly in Shriman, so maybe this is a slight confusion while drawing those matras or adding ra. Once we keep practicing, I'm sure we'll be able to clarify, it'll be easier for us to write these words. Similarly, in drum, so ro here is missing, so that's what I've corrected here. Then vajra, so same, a slight confusion in drawing ro. So under j, in case of vajra here, we have the row is not drawn properly. This mistake is common in this particular assignment, so Abhaji would just need to go through the last session once. In so there is e missing in Bhumi. U is okay, so we had done u matra in certain special letters. Gu, yes, the u needs in gul, the u needs a little placement has to be right under g. So here the curve is going out of the frame of the letter, so it doesn't have to go out, the curve doesn't have to go out. Similarly in jhula also, if you see, I've drawn it here, the u U matra has to be, placed right under it. The curve doesn't have to go outside jha. In Bhakt, again, the U, how we draw U here is, I'll just go through drawing U once again. We'll revise last session once on how to draw U and U, so that one, that it is placed correctly right under the letter, and yes, aesthetically also it should look nice. Although while reading we will read it, if it's drawn other way, we will read it as U or U, but it should look nice and placed right correctly under the letter. So this is one. I'll just pick one more. A couple of mistakes here. In this is Chandrakant Ambekar ji. Here, see, we had done U matras, and we had also specified that that particular way of drawing U or U is only for those 9 letters which the table that we had shown. However, yes, this mistake is, seen in couple of assignments where sir, all in under sir also U is drawn the way it is it is drawn in the letters shed k, kh. So it is sorry, k, d, sh. So this mistake is common in a couple of assignments where u under sir is drawn like a curve, whereas u in case of sir and other letters apart from those 9 characters is drawn like a small triangle. This, yes, it is a mistake seen in couple of assignments. Now here, see, I'll come down to Jantu. So this is third drawn, and the curves are drawn differently. If you, I'll just zoom it a little bit. Am I, is my screen zoomed enough? I mean, Vinonika ji, if you could just confirm. Hello?
Sorry, I was on mute. You can zoom it a little bit more if you want to.
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay.
Yes, this is perfect.
Is this better? Yeah. So in case of Jantu, if you see, the curves have been drawn separately. So these curves don't have to be, up away from the letter. They have to be attached to the letter. So I've drawn here next to the correction that you have the matras have to be connected and linked to the letter. So this has been done in couple of places here. The u matra has been, drawn separately. Like if you see on the right hand side, rumal. So again, u, the curve has been drawn, but it is away from the letter, which is not the correct way of drawing. So I have star marked this, at couple of places, that the u matra has to be connected to the letter. Then there is one more mistake in Vajra. So the Ra matra is compared to the E matra. E matra goes to the left hand side, the slanting line goes to the left hand side, whereas Ra goes to the right hand side. So in case of Vajra, if you see, I have underlined the word here. The Ra matra has to go on the right hand side. Similarly, in case of in case of drone, see the row what has been drawn with the is slightly curved. So if you recollect that one of the matras that we had done was re, that was also a curve. Although I would, this is not a complete curve, but it could, be like a misleading character here, that whether it is re or it is r. So try and keep r very straight and at an angle, like a slanting line. Just but keep it straight. Don't curve it. Otherwise, it will get confused with a the reader, or you would also read it. You might get confused with this being re. Again, the placement of U, if you see on the right hand side on the screen, if you see the word Guru, uh, sorry, Guru is correct. In case of Shubh, the placement of U again is outside the frame of the letter. So again, the way you draw U, I'll take up this, or me or Veronica ji will take up this. The way we draw U has to be very specific and right under the letter. So this doesn't have to go outside the frame of the letter. So that's what I have corrected here in case of Shubh. Again, the same correction. One more correction here is Jhadu. In case of Jhadu, again the U has been made away from the letter, which is not the correct way. So U has to be connected to the letter. There is one more correction that I have made in here is Dubki. So just as a reminder that K is drawn half only when there is something attached to K, whether that is a R or a Matra or any other letter below it. In those cases only K is drawn half, otherwise K is drawn full. Like I have corrected it here, it is a full K that we will have to draw here. So that was Ambekar ji's assignment. I'll just pick one assignment. Okay, here Anuradha ji is very nice, clean, way of doing assignments with Hindi and Sharda. So pretty much everything is correct. The placement of oo, everything here is correct. Just one clarification again here. Now, since we've reached special rules, we did u matra. So we'll just touch upon this point: how to differentiate between one the and drawing of the under a letter while making a conjunct. So if you're joining the, there is a specific way of joining the that it loses its upper curve. If you see in the second word bhakt, just under ka, when you draw ta, it doesn't have to be a full ta. I've marked it here that it loses its upper curve and only the second curve is visible under ka. So there is only this one correction in this. So this again is seen in couple of assignments, that while you attach ta to a letter to make a conjunct, make sure that you don't draw the first curve, but you attach the second part of the ta to the upper letter. Veronica ji, is it okay? I mean, is my speed or am I going a little too fast?
No, that's fine. If you want to
Okay.
share your screen and show the corrections also, that's also fine. I'll start later.
Yeah. Okay, just 1 minute. I'll just pick one more assignment. Again, this also is a nice, neat assignment, Freya ji. Just one mistake that's probably oversight, I would say. In case of Shriman, it's what's written is Ksha, whereas it is Shriman. That is Sh plus R. So that's what I've corrected here. Otherwise, again, see what I was discussing about when you come down to word Vistar. In the same column, if you come down to the word Vistar, I'll just zoom. So again, the is drawn full under sir. So this is one correction, or everybody would have to make a note of, that the is drawn half when it comes as a it is joined to another letter. So it is joined, it would lose its upper curve. So this I discussed earlier. Rest is good. Only one ru, while making ru, just extend. So there's just drawn it again. Otherwise, the corrections are good. I mean, it's a good assignment, I would say. These assignment, I think pretty much these are the same mistake. I mean, these mistakes are all in all the assignments. Otherwise, everyone's done the assignments very well, and I would request everyone to go through the checked assignments and make a note on the notes, make corrections in your own notes. Otherwise, these are some of the common mistakes we have seen in last week's assignments. Just 1 minute, Veronica ji, would you just share your screen for a minute, for just 1 minute? Just draw the paint, take out the paint screen. Hello, Veronica ji. Hello.
Yes, sorry, Nidhi ji,
Yeah.
my connection was lost. There was some
Okay. No way,
issues
no
here.
way.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just, if you could open the paint screen once, because my paint screen seems to have an issue here. If you could just open the paint screen once,
Yes.
I'll try and fix it by that time. If you could
Okay,
just
so
draw
you want me to
the
share
once.
this?
Yeah, I'll discuss. You just draw it, the half the, and I'll discuss it on that screen while the time I'm fixing my screen for
Okay.
the paint window.
Can you give me the control so that I can share the screen here?
Yeah, I just 1 minute. I'm giving.
Are you able to see my screen?
No, I'm not able to see your screen. Yeah, I have given you the screen, right?
Yes, thank you. You want me to
Draw
draw?
the half the under maybe no.
Okay.
So, as Veronica ji has just shown on the screen, that while drawing the under any conjunct, any letter, while it's making a conjunct, it just has to make, you just have to make half, the second half of the curve. The first half of the curve just merges with the upper part of the, first letter. So this, every, some of the assignments that we have seen for the last week, you have tried to draw the full the under the upper letter of the conjunct, whereas that is not the correct way of drawing. You have to draw only the second part, the lower part of the. Uh, just 1 minute. I hope that is a little clear. I'm just trying to. Can you just draw O and O once, Veronica ji?
Oh,
O
okay.
and
The
O
vowel.
under sure, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is U and U. So as I had discussed in one of the earlier assignments, that firstly that it has to be attached to the letter. It doesn't have to be drawn separately, and it has to lie in the frame of the letter. So like Veronica ji has drawn that it is, directly below the letter. It doesn't have to go on the, right hand side. It has to be drawn directly below the letter. So this is the placement of U and U below the letter. Yeah, pretty much these are the two mistakes that were common in all the assignments. So I think if we go ahead and start today's lesson uh, of yeah, Veronica, you can take over for today's lesson because these are the only two common mistakes that we had seen.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Nidhi ji. We did last time. I will just take you through some last time whatever we did. We did this ra matra under any letter. For example, I'll take na. So we learned when the ra, when we write it in Devanagari, this is how we write ra. When the ra is attached at the bottom of any akshara. So in Devanagari, this is how we do it. And we learned in Sharda, the only difference in Sharda is that instead of going to the left side, this falls onto the right in Sharda. So this we learned last time, Ra Matra under any letter. So now today there is a slight variation to this. Now, for example, last time many of you had asked for the words like Dhruv, Kruv, and where this matra ra below is followed by an umatra or a umatra. For example, let's take an example here, Kroot. I'm writing it in Devanagari first. This is Kra. This is U. And this becomes Kroot. Okay. So this matra we have already learned how we draw this matra. If I have to draw it with Ka, as Ka comes under a special category, you will draw Ka half as it is. We know that. And this Ra matra will attach here. This also we have done already. Now you will observe what I have done here is there is a slight that indicative mark towards the left side. When we were drawing just kra, what we were doing is just drawing this simply down, and this becomes kra. So when we are dealing with the words like kru, dru, pru, where this ra matra is followed by either a u matra or a umatra. So there what we need to make sure is that this mark over here, you see, this is little towards the left hand side. It elongates towards left. And this U matra, it will not be written because we write U matra with K, something like this. Then you have to write U with K, you will write it like this, and when you have to write U, you will write it like this, right? We have done this before. But when in this case particularly, this U matra will attach here to this vertical line over here, above this R below, we will attach a U matra here. This is screwed. This is screwed. This will go little up. So now you might find it a little confusing, but this rule applies to all the letters, right from K to H. It applies to all the letters. There is no exception here. So whenever you see a word like crude, fruit, dhruv, so letters will be written like this. This R matra would be written like this, and this U matra will attach like this. Now, for example, I have to write something like group. I'll just take a new page. Okay, now I'm attaching this matra to some other akshar. Let's take group. Let me write it in Devanagari. This is gra, ga. Ra will attach here. U will attach here. And pa. This is, I mean, this is not a Hindi word, but it's just an example to show. So now this is group in Devanagari. What I'll do is draw G. Now you all know this R. This will be attached here. What you have to do here is just slide this mark towards the left, then draw this here. This is R. This becomes Gr. Now when this U has to be attached, it will get attached here, you know, above this R. And this is group. So now you notice the difference when we draw U matra. This U matra, there is no curve here at the end. While as when I make this gru, a word like, for example, gruhi, I'm writing it in Devanagari first. This is gru. All right. So this, when I attach this matra, this will go as it is. And now this U matra, here we saw U matra. It is just a line without any curve at the end. But when it comes to U, it attaches here, and this line is taken like this. It is a slight curve at the end. So this is in case of U, this is in case of U. Now this applies to every letter. You can give me any other example, I will show you. This will apply to any other letter where this R matra is followed by U matra or U matra. This rule applies to all the letters without any exception. I can take one more example. For example, brew. I can show brew. This is ba in Devanagari. First, I'll take this U matra, U. Now, when I write it in Sharda, this, now there is no vertical line here. How will you support this? You you will draw this, then this, and then this umatra will attach here. This is bru. And when the same letter is written with matra u, this will remain as it is. This will go upwards. This is the only difference in these two, bru and bru, is this curve at the end. You see here, when you see a word with this, a letter with this curve, that means the u matra is there. And when you see a straight line over here, that means this u matra is here.
Veronica
so
ji?
I hope, yes.
Sorry to stop you in between. If you could just, give repeat the first part, that, differentiate of how you draw R and U, because there are a couple of, questions that please repeat the initial part of R and U to a letter. If you could just repeat the
Okay.
both. And then there are
Yes,
some
so,
words which I'll give you once you cover the initial part.
Sure. So let me take it with per.
Yeah.
This is per. This is ra, pra.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Devanagari. Now, when I write it in Sharda, this we all know. There shouldn't be any confusion here. This ra we attach here. So when there is now, for example, a word starting from pru. So what you will do here is just extend a very slight. It doesn't have to be very long. Not like this. Something like this. No. Something very small here. And you will attach this umatra. This umatra will not be written how we usually write. We usually write umatra with per like this, right? But in this case, it would be written like this. Now the reason here is if this ra attaches here to any akshar. Now, I mean, this is very logical. This Sharda script in itself is very logical. Now, how do we attach the matra here? If we attach a matra here, I mean, this is wrong.
Hello, Veronica ji. I think there's might be some net issues.
Connection
Just
issue
bear
at my
with-
end today.
Yeah, no worries.
Did you get what
Yeah,
I said?
Yeah, the last part, what's showing on the screen. Yeah, now it comes. You can just repeat the last few sentences where you said that, U will not be drawn like this. If you could just take it forward from there.
Okay. So what I was saying is when we draw just per with matra, we usually draw it like this. Like this. We have done this before. But now when the word is something like ra matra here and u matra here, when the u matra is not alone and it has to come with ra, then if you would, if not logically, I mean not logically, I mean to say what as per the rule you will draw something like this. You know, the normal rule, this
Yes.
ra matra, and you will attach a matra u here. So this is, I mean, this is creating a confusion here, whether it is ra, whether it is some other letter joined here. So that is why to get rid of this confusion, this rule is applied. This ra u matra attaches here like this. Now it is very clear to me. When I see this letter, I will say it is pru. If it was like this, I would have to think about it. Is it ra written under and then there is a matra here? So this, to avoid this confusion, these rules are made in the script. So this is how you will write pru. Now same, I will take the same example of per and write pru. The matra, I will replace this matra with u. There is no difference. It will follow the same rule. Only thing is, this u matra was written just like a slant line, a straight slant line. In this case, the line will curve at the end, and this becomes pru. So if it is clear, I hope it is clear now.
Yeah, it is
Then we
clear
can take
now.
some words.
Words, yeah, some words have been suggested. Broom, br, so broom is one word that suggests, I mean, have asked to write.
You mean
Broom. It's a English, I
broom?
mean, broom,
Okay,
they've said, so you can write broom.
I will just write it in Devanagari. Correct me if I'm writing it right.
Yeah.
Is my audio fine now?
Yes, it's good.
Okay. This is the word?
Yes.
Okay. So this ba will be written as it is. Now let's draw this ra first. So ra,
Yeah.
we have done ra. Now in this case, the only difference is you will start it from here. Instead of starting from here, as we do, usually we draw ba with ra matra like this, right? We attach it here with a small line and we attach it like this. But in this case, where the ra matra is followed by u, we will draw it like this. We'll attach it here with a small elongation towards the left side, and then this u matra. Now what I'm drawing here is u matra. This is not ra, this is u matra, and it will go up. This is bru, and this is broom. Now, one more point I would like to highlight here is when you draw this r and u, make sure that this u matra doesn't exceed beyond this point. For example, what I mean to say is, if you draw b here, then this r, this should not happen. You know, this line should always be, you can keep it smaller than this, you can keep it same as this size, but do not try to exceed it like something like this. You can keep it smaller, that will do. You can keep it of the same size, that is also, that will also do. But make sure that this doesn't exceed this point, beyond this point. And it applies to u matra also. When you're drawing just u, chote u ki matra, it will remain smaller or of the same size but not extend beyond this point. Okay, we can take some more words, Nidhi ji, if there are any suggestions.
Yeah, there is a word suggested, shruyate. So it has shru, like we have shra in shri, shruyate. Bada u, shru.
Oh, sorry. Shru.
Yate.
And here,
Yate. Ya. Yate.
okay. This is Shruyate.
Yeah.
Shra, we all have done. You have done it in your assignments also with Shri. So there is no confusion with that. So how we draw Shra is like this. But since we know that there is a umatra, you will just extend it a little bit towards this side. And now we have umatra here. So u will go like this. Shru. Here would be written as it is. And te. This is Shruyate. Any other word, Nidhi ji?
How would we draw true? Th, if it has th, r, and u, true.
Okay. बड़े ऊ की मात्रा और छोटे ऊ.
छोटी u की मात्रा.
Okay. I'm writing it. Just check.
Yeah. It just one, no word, but it's just a letter. Th, it has r and u.
I'm not sure how do we write it in Devanagari,
Yeah.
but this is
U.
tra. Usually we attach matra like this and probably this.
It's
Right?
chota u. U. What
Oh,
I
sorry.
mean, the suggestion that has come is chota u. So just yeah.
Okay. So probably we'll write like this in Devanagari. I've never seen ra matra followed by u in case of tha. I'm
Not
really
we have not so.
apologize for that. Yes. So, but we have to learn. Since we have to learn,
Yeah.
so we will try this word in Sharda also. This is the ra matra will attach like this. You see this line, this indicative thing at the left. We have to maintain this. Make sure that you don't miss that. And then this umatra will attach here. This is true. Now, in this case, I will give you an example of the letter J, because J is a little difficult when drawn with U and R. If you have noticed, when we draw J, I'll do it in Devanagari first. This is J. Now I'll draw Umatra. This is Jru in Devanagari. So now with J, you might find it a little difficult to attach these two lines, these two matras. In this case, it already has a slant line. So you will find it difficult to attach this matra, and where will you attach the other one, right? So for the ease of writing, what we do in case of J is we extend this line a little bit more. You need to have enough space to fit both the lines. So make sure you draw it a little longer. Then attach this ra matra first. This is ra. Now this umatra will attach here in the middle, and this becomes jru. And same when it is jru also, what you will do is you will take this curve a little up. You will fold the curve here, and this becomes jru. So in case of ja, because it already has a slanting line here, you will attach this little vertical stroke here, and these matras can be accommodated here on this, instead of doing it on the slant line, which will be very difficult. This is the approach we take in case of ja. or any other letter if there is which has a slant line already there, you can attach like this and then draw the matras along with it. Any other suggestion?
If you could take through T, because through is a conjunct, but if you could just through T.
This is sorry. This has chote u ki matra, right? This u?
Yeah.
Okay. This is through and T would be as it is. Through T.
Yeah. Someone has asked, Santoshi has asked, what about no? So if it is no, and although I don't know how many words would I haven't come across many words. If no has
no,
both
right?
u, if it has r and u,
Okay. This will be attached in the middle. We always attach all the matras in case of no here, except which we draw at the end. So other rest of the matras are drawn in the middle. So it will also attach to the middle of no. It will not go to the side anywhere. This is how we'll write nru.
So couple of questions that have come up. There is one question, differentiate between jru and juru. So it's if you could just repeat that one part in any letter that you have drawn, that how do you differentiate if there are two lines between chota u and bada u? So that curve part, if you could just repeat once.
Okay. So I will show it with no here itself. See here, this is nru. When I draw nru, with this u matra, there is no not much difference here. What you do is you just take the end and curve it a little bit at the right hand side. This becomes nru, and without this line it becomes nru, and you attach this and it becomes nru. So that's the only difference in o and u ki matra. Just this curve will mean, I will write it so that you know, this curve at the end, it will mean u matra, and if you have this simple two lines, this will mean u matra. You can make a note of it so that you don't forget it.
Yeah, and there are some words, so I think pretty much we'll give these words for assignments also. There is a request to repeat truti once again.
Okay. This I'm drawing because it's through and not through. So I am drawing this line towards the left. And this is through. And if I have to draw u with it, for example, some word is like through, then I will simply curve this towards the curve should be a little smaller, not such big. This is through. This is U, this is Umatra, this is Umatra. So I have this table also. We will share this table with you for the reference, so that you can remember all these rules and special matras and special characters. We will be sending it to you, so that you can make a note of it.
Yes.
Okay, if this is clear, then we can move to the next rule, which we have kept for today.
Yeah.
I think after this, probably there are only 1 or 2 rules which we can cover in the next session. These were the major rules that are there in Sharda, and after this there is nothing much, just probably 1 or 2 small things that you will need to learn. We can do it in probably next session, and I think we'll conclude. Okay. Should I take the next rule?
Yes, you can take. There are some, repeated words like Trupti, or so it follows the same rule, so that we can give in assignments also. We can take it forward.
Yeah, right. So now there were words that were suggested in the last session also.
Yeah, Veronica, if you could just once, there is a repeated request to show. So before we take another rule, difference between ka, ta, and ka, u. So, while ta is being joined, and if you have to differentiate between ta joined under a letter as compared to u joined to a letter, so how do you differentiate between the two?
That's a very good question.
Yeah,
thank you
I
for
wanted to
asking.
do
That's
that
a
in the
very nice
assignments. Yeah.
question. Yes. Okay, this is ku. You draw umatra. When you draw umatra, make sure that you extend the curve towards the left. This is how ku would be written. And when you write ka, ta, so you will merge the first part here, and the second part would be written like this. Can you see the difference? This is very clear. When you see a line extending towards the left side, it is going. You see this curve? It's extending wider here. It's going towards the left. Very, prominently. It's going towards the left. Wherein in the case of the, this remains very small. Even if you try to make it a little bigger, maybe I have drawn a little smaller the here. Even if you draw a little bigger figure, what you will do is this is, but you won't extend it. If you extend it, it will become ko. It will look like ko. But since again there is one more point of difference here. This depression here. Do you see this depression? This angle over here. I will highlight it with a different color.
Yeah,
See,
that would be easier.
This depression in the middle also differentiates that if it is the or it is ku. With ku, this umatra attaches at the end, it goes towards the left and it attaches like this. Wherein this case of the, you will see this angular depression, and then this comes down. This is one point of difference, and this the stops right here. It doesn't extend like this. This is point number 2 to differentiate, and in this case it is extending towards this. So there's a clear difference between ka u and ka ta. So this was a very good question. Yes, so we often get
Yes.
these queries how to differentiate between.
Yeah, in fact, I wanted to do that while taking the assignments, but because of my screen issue, I also missed that. But yeah, that's a very good and valid point.
Yeah.
So I think we should take it further. We've already reached, it's already 10 o'clock. We'll do the second rule and see how much time we'll revise some words once again then.
Yeah, this rule is also very simple. You'll just have to keep practicing, and this rule is very simple. This applies to all the letters. So Yes, I will write a word here in Devanagari so that you understand what rule are we talking about. For example, let's take karm. The ra, that last time we were asked like how to draw this ra when the matra ra is on the top of the shirorekha. How do we draw that? So okay, ka would be written as it is. Now this ra, we know that half letter in Sharda is written full. We remember that rule. We never write any half letter in Sharda. So this half ra here, the matra ra here that is attaching on the top of the shirorekha will be written full. The ra would be written full. Now this ma, you all must be remembering the table that we did, the conjunct rule, where we understood the table category A letter, category B letter. So this ma would definitely come towards the right side, because the ma in Sharda is written like this without a shirorekha. Correct? So this ma will fall towards the right side. Sorry. This is karm. So, so this, what I'm trying to tell you here is this matra on the top, where it is written half matra in the half ra is written in Devanagari. In Sharda, as per the rule, we will never write the half letter. We will always write the half letter full, and the letter following would be written under it. As we know the conjunct rule now, so it should be pretty simple to remember. This is how we will write karm. I will give another example of dard. Okay. The ra, this ra again, this ra is half here. We will draw it full. Probably you can draw it little smaller so that you can accommodate another the here. Now the again, it will come here. Comes under category A, so it will be written like this. So this is dard. This is how we attach ra matra to this. I can give you one more example before I take more suggestions from you. Let me do Varsh. And Sharda is always written as we speak the word. I mean, it follows the sound. For example, when we say Varsh, the R sound is coming before Sh, correct? This is a very logical explanation to Sharda. The word is written as we pronounce it, as we speak it. When we say Varsh, the R sound is coming before Sh. So what we will do is in Devanagari, I will just write Devanagari first. This is Sh and R on top. So when we are writing Sharda, V sound comes first. We will write V. Now, after we say Varsh, the R sound comes first. So we will write R first. And now Sh, it will come towards the right side. Since it doesn't have any Shiro Rekha, it will come to the right side of the parent letter. So this is Varsh. So you have to go by the sound. When you see R, Varsh, you will always write R first and then you will write Sh, because this half will come full and then you will write Sh attached to it. So this is one example. This is the table. You can just quickly go through this table and see. Don't go to the table number 2 for now. I would request you just look at the table number
Column number 1.
Yeah, don't confuse yourself with looking at the table number 2. So this ka, cha, tha, da, ta, da, na, pha, ha, sa, all these would be written as shown. You just have to follow that conjunct rule where the letter without the Shiro Rekha will go to the right, and category A will come, for example, da and ba, da, tha, these will come right in the center like this. You just have to remember that rule. Okay.
There are
so now,
some words. Sorry.
yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. You tell me if there is any request.
Yeah.
We'll take that first.
A couple of words suggested, so we can take among those only. Dharma
Yes.
and Harsha.
This is dharm, we know, and matra a will attach to here up. This is dharma. Other one was varsha.
Harsha.
Harsha. Okay. You can keep this row a little smaller so that you can accommodate the other letter properly. This is Harsha. Now, if it was a U letter or U letter, you will definitely join it here and not take it obviously up, which is very logical. You will attach it here itself. It's if there is a matra U or U with sh. So if there are no other requests, I will like to go through the table again and show. Is that okay, Nidhi? Should I
Yes,
go
yes.
through this table?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you keep this whenever you're writing such words for few days before you actually memorize all these rules and all these letters, you can keep this table in front of you and write the words. And now you saw this table 1 where the R is written like this, and the letter the other letter which comes under R is written following the same conjunct rule. Without Shiro Rekha goes to the left, with Shiro right, with Shiro Rekha goes to the center. So this follows the same. Table number 1 follows the same rule. When we talk about table number 2, you see these letters, for example, kh, g, r, n, they are written little differently. The r, you don't probably see r, a complete r written here. So this you can just keep this in mind when you're writing letter like sh. So except these kh, g, n, n, ch, j, jh, t, dh, sh, except these letters, all the other letters, when the ra matra comes on the top of the Shirorekha, are written like this. So these letters are the exception on the second table. So probably if you remember these letters, so you know that these are the exception, and rest all the other letters would be written like this. This ra and the conjunct rule. It will follow the simple conjunct rule, ra and a letter below it. In case of kha, ga, na, ja, cha, jha, these letters would be written like this. I will demonstrate some of the letters. For example, let's take a word kharch, where the cha is coming. I will show that word. How do we write that? This is kharch. Now this kharch, it would, when cha is written with matra ra, first let me write kha. This is kha. Now this ra, this is basically ra. This is only ra. This is ra itself written, but in a little very differently. This is ra. So instead of drawing this full ra like this, what we do in case of these letters, these exceptional letters, we just draw this vertical line. Instead of drawing the triangle at the bottom, we directly draw a Shirorekha. So for the other letter that is coming under this is the Shirorekha for cha, and this is how cha would be written. So this it's not very difficult basically. What I mean to say here is, instead of drawing this ra here, the full ra, you will omit that ra and simply draw the letter under. Let me give you one more example of varg. Now again, let me go to the table again. See, again, ga comes under this table number 2, where it is written like this, and it doesn't follow this one, it follows this one. Okay, let's do varg. Now this ra matra would be attached like this. Then you will draw Shirorekha for ga and draw ga down. So these are basically two steps here to draw. Instead of drawing one Shirorekha, you will have to extend the Shirorekha on this vertical stroke. This is how you will draw ra with ga. And we can take some other example. For example, ja, we will see. I will show it with ja letter. This ja. For example, the word is jarjar, where the ra will come before this ja. This is Sh with matra r. Now another thing, to create less confusion, what you can see here is all these letters here do have a Shirorekha. So this rule will never be applied to the letters. For example, you can completely omit that category which doesn't have a Shirorekha. For example, m, pa, sh, gh. So that category will never fall under this. So that is one thing, you can completely remove that category from this rule. So only the letters with the Shirorekha would come under this category. So, for example, now sir is there. Sir will never come under this category. Since it doesn't have a Shirorekha, you will not be able to write it like this. You see, all these letters have a Shirorekha. Now there are some letters where you see, so for example, no, it has a Shirorekha, but it is coming under this. Now, one more thing that you must have noticed is all these letters are again, for example, no, the, except the, they all have just one point of contact with the Shirorekha. So they are written directly as it is. Now, for example, now ta is touching the Shirorekha more than once, sh is touching more than once, dha is touching more than once. So they would be written like this. There are some exceptions. Now you will say ta is here, but other than ta, you will see all the other letters, they are touching the Shirorekha only once, and rest all these are touching more than once.
Yeah, so also we had, though also in that category that we had shared earlier, the table of letters with one point of contact, more than one point of contact. So there also we place under category A only with one point of contact.
Yes,
So
sorry,
hence
yeah, that
it's
also.
written here. No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
that also comes
So
under category A.
yeah, so actually, if you with maybe just one or two exceptions, in the column 2, these are pretty much all the letters which fall under category B of letters falling, touching the Shirorekha more than once. So this was pinpointed. I mean, this was raised in the by the in questions also. So yes, pretty much these are the letters which are falling in column 2. If you see on your screen, these are the letters which have more than one point of contact with the Shirorekha.
Yes. I don't have the table right now. You must be having it in your screens or phones or wherever. You can just see the table. These
Yes.
all are separated, and this is all with the without the Shirorekha and
Shiro.
category A letters. Yes.
A, correct.
Even
There are
the
few.
falls under category A. I'm sorry, I
Yes.
might have said category 2, but it falls under 1.
No, no. Yeah. There are few words which have been asked. If you could take a couple of words here.
Okay. Yeah.
Arjun. So if we say Arjun also, if we write Jun. So J with R on the top,
Okay, Arjun.
Arjun.
Uh, can you just excuse me for a minute, Nidhi ji?
Yes, yes, yes. Uh,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, no worries.
Okay, this is a. Let me write it down basically. There's no space here. Now this J is written like this. It again comes under the category B. So we will write it differently. We will not write the full row here. We'll attach the row to this. And O would be attached as it is, as we have learned. This is Arjun. I'm sorry, I forgot to attach this thing here. So this is Arjun. Nidhi ji, any other
Yeah.
word we can try?
Murk.
Murk. Okay.
Murk.
Move. This again will come under category B. So it would be written like this. Murk. So I think this is pretty much clear now.
Yes.
You can see the table and you can see, yeah, it's pretty much clear now. But we can take few more words because we have still 5 more minutes to
Yeah,
go.
we have 5 minutes. You can. There's a request to write Arya. Or you can write Ayurved. So Arya will also be, part of the same letter. Both will be covered. Ayurved.
Ayurved. Okay.
Yeah, V, A and R
Ayur,
on.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, O, V has
Where
the
the
R and A.
year has, can you repeat it? I'm
V,
sorry, I didn't.
no. So this is correct. Now it's V.
This is Ayurved. Okay, V and
Ayurved, yeah.
R will be on the top.
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
V will have A and R on the top and the.
Got it.
So Arya would also, pretty much follow the same rule.
Now this verb would be written directly under this. It won't follow that special R. Oh, sorry. I forgot to
V
mention
would
this
have the
here.
same, yeah.
Will not be written like this. There are few letters like th, v, y, which written with r will be written differently. We'll take it in the next class. So this word will
Yeah,
not,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
while writing I realized that we cannot take that
Yeah.
word here. It's not written like this.
Yeah, it follows. As I
It
said,
won't be
from
written. It
category
follows a
B also
different.
some exceptions to it.
Yes. Yeah, because you will not see ver here. So that's the reason there are not all the letters in this table, because ver, th, ya, and the also, actually the also will not fall under these two tables. It has a different rule. We will take it up later. So yeah, while writing, sometimes we realize that it's not in this category. So let's skip this word,
Yeah, we'll do some other word.
which doesn't have ver and th. Probably you all can suggest.
Yeah. Karn. We'd not done that.
Karn.
Karn.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, na also, actually what happens with na, it is not written like this. It is also not written. It is somewhat similar to how we write this, but a little variation, since you must have seen na, na. This na especially is very special letter. It follows all the matra also differently. So the na it's artistically very beautifully written. That's the beauty of the script. So this is how na is written with r, karn. I will show it again. I will show it again. Might be a little confusing. So this now we can take separately also, because yes, it follows little curves, and this this is how na is written. And when for example you have to attach a matra a to it, it will simply be attached like this. For example, you are writing a word like Krishna, correct? No, where
But
the
that
na
would
is
have
on the
shown.
top.
So let's keep no for the next lesson, because otherwise
Yes.
it'll be a little
But
confusing.
we have done the
There are
word
some
like
words.
shna.
Yeah, but in case of Krishna, the A would will be written with the top letter. So
Yes.
along with
So
sure.
just
So
like
let's
let's
leave
not.
ver and na for the next class. There are some more words which we can pick. Charcha, for example. So we can write charcha.
Yes.
So you can write the word by the time. So for these couple of letters of ver, no. So that we will pick in the next class, because today we have done two rules, so not to confuse it or give too much to learn for this week. So we'll keep it for the next lesson, while we'll revise the previous ones also. So this 2-3 letters we keeping for the next class, so you can keep these words with you. We'll write it while we are doing row with ver, no, and year. We'll take those up in the next class.
This is how charcha would be written.
Yeah.
This is charcha. I made it a little big. It should be actually you need to write it a little small so that it fits in the same frame. Okay. Any other word before we close, or is there
No, I
any
think
confusion, any doubt?
we have we have some words with th, which will take earth. So with that also we'll take it later, because again th, like ver and na, are written a little differently. So that we'll take up in the next lesson.
So what I'll do is,
You
Nidhi,
can
I'm
do.
writing these letters on the right hand side, which you don't try for now,
Yeah.
because these words have a slightly different way to write.
So you just
Th,
mark the words that follow a different rule with ra.
yes, and even year when written with r or any conjunct, you will
So
notice that we have
yeah.
never given a word which year comes under any other letter. Th is there, was there. No,
No.
also for now, maybe you
Yeah.
can skip, yeah,
Yeah.
to avoid confusion. Any other letter that
Yes.
I'm missing?
Y, th, v, n,
And the also, yes.
and the.
This the. So just avoid these 5 letters for now. This the is also written differently when written under any other letter. Or for example, no also, this matra ra also. Like for example, this when written in Sharda is written little differently. So we'll take it up in the next class. These rules will cover. Rest, you know, you will have this table in front of you, so it'll be easier for you to, you know, make up the words. We will give you some assignments, some words
Yeah,
which you can practice.
correct. So we'll share the table as well as the words that you should try following the rules that we have done. So we can skip the letters which Veronica ji had has shown earlier, which are exceptions. Otherwise, I think we don't have.
Yes, one more thing which I should highlight here is you see this tha, I have written it in 2 different ways. One tha is written as it is, tha is written just like this, and you will see a little curve like thing going towards the right. So I will mention that. So in case of tha is written in both the ways. When you write a word which has ra on top of tha, it would be written either like this, nothing wrong with that. But since we will be soon reading the manuscripts and the you know, the old texts, so you will find ra tha also written under ra or any other letter, sometimes like, sorry, like this also. It's not coming right, I'm sorry. Yeah, something like this, or probably the line would be little, you know, like little slant also. So you will find it like this, but there is nothing wrong in writing it like this also. That's why in the table there are both ways shown. Tha would be found like this also. Usually in manuscripts it's written like this. This curve at the end is given, but when we write it, usually, you know, we follow this Unicode, we write it like this also. But so that you should know both the ways of writing it. This is another way of writing tha under ra. So we will try to, you know, revise all these things again in our next class before we take up new rules if there are any confusions. And also when you start writing the assignments, you will realize that whether you have any confusion or these rules are clear.
Yeah.
If there is nothing, then we can close, right, Nidhi?
No. So there's some words which will come in assignments as well. So I think we can close. We are past our time. We've exceeded 5 minutes.
So what we can do is whatever words you have suggested, probably we will give them for assignments. We will make
Yes.
put these in the assignments and share it with you all.
Yes, we'll do that.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So all right. Thank you, Nidhi ji. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Veronica ji.
Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Thank you. Namaskaram.
And please join us for the Facebook Live at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just a reminder. Yes.
The link is shared in the page. I have already sent it in the chat box.
Yeah, the link is there in the chat box, and we would request everyone to join us for our Facebook Live. And yes, do leave a like and do comment on our Core Sharda team Facebook page. Your encouragement and your participation would be really helpful for us to go further.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Yes.